Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here at my home here in Zoodesia Zoo getting ready for a really awesome Saturday special! Are you guys ready for this? Because I really am. Oh my gosh. Oh, and look at little Aki. She is putting away more of the crops that she has been gathering. So far we've done a pretty good job at trying to encourage her to grow the crops that we want for the spring crops. But oh my goodness, if you give her like an inch of space to be able to put down more of this wheat, then that is immediately the first thing she does. So I think I need to like sneak up and see if I can just casually grab these. Ha! I didn't do anything, Aki. I didn't do anything. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. She's a very suspicious little one. She really prefers to have the garden growing in a way that she wants it to and not whatever I want to. So I've been trying to come down here and then you have to like clear away. Oh no, I destroyed something. Oh gosh. Then you have to like quietly like weed out all of the wheat that you can find. And then you kind of have to wiggle over here and be like, okay, Aki, plant more beets. And just hope that she doesn't catch you and like get mad at you. Because she is kind of ornery about like when I mess with her garden. And I guess she has a perfect right to be. She spends more time in this garden than I do after all. So Aki is taking good care of our garden. We have been working very hard in our zoo. And we are going to have a little bit of a break today by going out into the world and going to Nirne's place and going to visit her beautiful area. Because I hear rumor that she has some new dolphins over at her place. So I want to see what's going on over there. And I want to take her all of those extra fishy spawn eggs that we collected. Oh, look at all of our trees of friendship. I have so many that I'm working on adding in the background right now. You guys are going to be like blown away. You're going to meet some new botanists. You're going to meet some horse trainers. You're going to meet like actually a magician. You're going to see so many trees planted soon. It's going to be so awesome. And we're going to be working on getting the darlings their new spot. And speaking of all these things we're working on, thank you guys so much for all of the suggestions of things to put down on the brand new fresh to-do list. It's already got like a front and a back page and I feel totally energized, darling. But today, I almost gave him a kiss and I really shouldn't because I don't know which one's mine. But today we are actually going to go and we are going to go to Nirne's place to do some exploring, to leave some presents, and also to talk about lethal sounds in the ocean, which I think is going to be really fun. Just something really fun to discuss because we'll be able to talk about how different animals, especially in the ocean, use sound to survive and use sound to find their food, use the echolocation. I mean, you guys probably know that dolphins do that, but we'll be discussing how whales and even the common drum and croaker fish use sound in order to take care of themselves. But before we leave, let's go ahead and try to find some food. So that's kind of like the first order of the day, the first order of this beautiful Saturday. Dog food! That's what the first order of this beautiful Saturday morning needs to be. All right. Let's go grab Lily and Tate and maybe one of the other puppies if another puppy wants to come with us. Oh, look, we have a little water garden. We have a little water garden spreading under our tree there. I guess that's perhaps something I need to work on for like management. Oh, and you know what? I bet Aki had her momiji shears break and that's why she hasn't been gathering the yutsu fruit. Yeah, look at that. She doesn't have her momiji shears anymore. I'm sorry, Aki. I didn't realize that you lost those. No wonder you haven't been gathering up some of the things that she needs to. So shears of momiji is what you have to make. And you have to use chips of maple wood. And you can also make shears of a momiji out of the maple diamond if you happen to find enough of them. And it lasts a lot longer. But I'll have to make her some shears of momiji just really quickly before we leave, because it's quite rude not to give her the tools she needs to take care of our garden when she works so hard over here. And also, you guys suggested a really cool idea. We're going to make a boat. We're going to make some dragon boats, dragon paddle boats to give to Nirne and to explore the high seas of her place, because Nirne lives over at a beautiful tropical island area right on the ocean. It's gorgeous. So we'll be making some boats for her. We'll make her some wonderful boats and we'll go ahead and we'll figure out something to do with these pecans. Maybe we can make her something to do with some of the endless amounts of sweet potato we have. But speaking of that sweet potato, we need to get more puppy food because we are extremely low on puppy food. There's just like zombie jerky in all of these. And you know, they're not going to be very happy with me if that's all they have to eat. I mean, there's a little bit of ostrich meat in there. Iris, you go ahead and come on with me. I wonder where the heck... Oh, I think I left, Lily and Tate down by the Tate and Tackle. Iris! Oh my gosh, that's adorable. And actually, that's true. Iris, I guess that's right. Now that winter is over and there's no snow in here, Zoe, if you want to wander around, you totally can now. I just need to make sure we have plenty of dog food for all of you guys. And I'm even going to let Pine start wandering around because I know any day now his puppies are going to start wandering outside. And I think that Pine might appreciate being able to just sort of stretch his legs, teach the puppies how to stretch their legs. Oh gosh, where's the stick? I just need like one stick. Why do I never have sticks when I need sticks? All right, then I'm going to wiggle over here. I need to make a stick really quickly so that I can tell the puppies. There we go. All right, you guys, I've got some sticks. Pine, you are going to be docile. And let's see. Nope, we want you to be wandering. So he will stay near his food bowl and wait for the command. So let's see. And that should be, yeah, we want him to be wandering so he can just kind of enjoy the area. And then Zozo, you can go ahead and you can be wandering too. So you guys can just enjoy being out in the yard. Oh, it's so nice. I totally forgot. Some of you were trying to remind me, like I remember you guys trying to remind me now, that because it is spring and we no longer have the snow to worry about, then the puppies are free to roam around the yard. Come on, Iris. We're going to go get some dog food for everybody so we can make sure you guys all have enough food to eat. So let's go ahead and do that. Hello, ladies. I know, isn't it such a cute little tiny chips? I'm hoping he'll be able to go and make a chocolate chip factory soon. That's going to be really fun. Like, I actually want to play Chocolatier Tycoon again just to get some ideas for the chocolate chips that the little chips can sell because I think that would be really fun. All right, so fresh veggies. We're basically going to haul all of these sweet potatoes and we're going to go get some dog food. And we're only going to use the sweet potatoes to get dog food because I feel a little bit cheaty with so many sweet potatoes. that Aki has gathered. Yeah, she's gathered a lot of sweet potatoes. So maybe we'll make something with bamboo shoots. I think something with bamboo shoots could be very, very tasty. Or maybe we'll just make like tons of different types of bait and give them to Nirne. That sounds like a good idea too. So there's a lot of stuff we could do to give gifts to Nirne. And I just love trying to take at least one day out of the week. And we haven't done it the last couple weeks because we've been so busy. But just one day out of the week to be able to go and visit with our friends and leave presents. Oh gosh, and here's a carrot. All right, well, that's fine. All right, I'm just going to come over here. All right, let's put these away. In fact, the pecans can go away for now. All right, come on. Come on, Iris. Come on. Come on, girl. We're going to go get some food. We're going to go get some food for you guys. All right, and maybe we can leave some dog food for people, too. I mean, that would be a good way if the Two Paw Doggy Bakery needed our help at kind of making their little gourmet... Hello, Boulder! Making their little gourmet dog food shop more. There's that freaking arrow again. What is going on with this? Who knows? Who knows what the mystery of this arrow has to do with anything? But this is the arrow that's always in this path right here. Chicken, do you understand? Was that a near miss for you, Chicken? Is somebody trying to poach our chicken for the village? All right, Iris, we'll have to keep an eye on this. Oh, maybe we'll find Senior, or maybe we'll be able to move one of Pine's puppies so Pine's puppy can be like in charge of watching over the villagers here. You know what? It's been a long time since we've had time to come over and visit with the villagers here. Oh gosh, like picking our heads up from the little sort of like tunnel vision you can get when you're building exhibits is kind of fun because you remember we have a whole world out here, including the Village of Light, which I really need to like make a goal of at least one village a week, and we could actually see progress in the Village of Light again. Oh my goodness. And this world is going to be around for years yet. So I'm very excited about just to see what we can actually get done. Hello, James. To see what we can actually get done here. Iris, it's okay. You can come inside. I think James's sister is in the back. Yep. Erica's watching over the stray dogs that we collect and bring over here. Iris, I don't know if it's very polite to swim in their floor. I'm sure James won't mind. I'm sure he's seen it all with dogs. All right. So what we do with James is the Two Paw. In fact, do I have a sign? How embarrassing. I don't have a sign. We'll have a sign. James will help you build a sign. But this is the Two Paw Doggy Bakery. And they make gourmet dog food and dog treats here, which are so delicious. So if we come and talk to James, we can trade some wooden coins to him in exchange for a lot of delicious gourmet dog food, such as the chicken rice and blueberry, duck sweet potato and cranberry, pork rice and carrots, pork and sweet pea, pig's ears, beef liver, those are more used for training treats, beef and liver, salmon, rice, and apple, venison, apple, and spinach, ostrich, carrot, and sweet mash. And that's pretty cool. And you can also get dog biscuits and training treats that you can give to the puppies, which will be very useful when we have our brand new puppies that we are going to have with Pine and Devon's little ones. So that's going to be fun. We'll have to figure out how we can train them. But you can also train sweet potatoes to him, and he will give you wooden coins in exchange for those sweet potatoes. However, having this many sweet potatoes is very annoying to just stand here and be like 1, 2, 3 and exchanging. So James and I set something up where we now have a bulk trade supply. So you can just come right over here. This is the bulk trade supply box, and you can go ahead and you can just leave bulk sweet potatoes with him if you need. So you can just be like, bam, look at all those emerald coins. That would be 36 emeralds. We could do so much trading with the villagers that way. Maybe that's how we'll use those. But we won't do that because we need to come over to James now. Man, I really need to tell James that we need to like have bulk dog food buying. That will be something I'll add to that because that would be nifty. Because now we would come over to Banker Amber over here. And what you do is you trade your coins to Banker Amber like so. And I don't think we'll actually be able to trade all of these coins. So Martha's going to be very happy. I guess Martha sees Aki as like one of the most profitable creatures on our entire like property. And that's okay because pretty soon taking care of the animals. Hello, Banker Amber. Taking care of all of the animals is going to get very expensive because we're going to start like having, I'm thinking about setting up like zoo goals where we need to make sure we take care of certain animals within a period of time, or else we might lose our right to take care of that animal. Don't feed your red wolves for a month. Well, then guess what? You don't get to keep them. So we'll figure something out. It might just make it a little bit more of a challenge, or at least make it so that we make sure to visit some of the animals again and learn a little bit more about them. Or, you know, that might make a really fun thing to do with our friends, Iris, set up challenges and taking care of the zoo with them. All right, so we're back over here, and I think I'm really feeling like the chicken, rice, and blueberry might be the thing to do for the day, or maybe the venison, apple, and spinach. It's kind of getting to spring. What would be best for the dogs to give them a really strong start to spring? Or salmon, rice, and apple. Perhaps we'll grab a whole bunch of that. So you just kind of come down and start piling up on the dog food. I think I'm James's only like customer, so he's probably pretty happy that I stop by as often as we do. So we'll do like a whole stack of that because only a few of the dogs can eat fish. And then I think chicken, rice, and blueberry will be the rest of the dog food that we really stock up on today. And we'll probably stock up on a lot of it because it's kind of, you know, blueberry, rice. Sounds kind of like, yeah, you know, it kind of reminds me of spring. Blueberries are so delicious too. Oh my gosh, I need to have some blueberries in my oatmeal today. It's so yummy. I really wasn't a blueberry fan. I'm not a raspberry fan because they have tiny little seeds that get stuck in your teeth. But I'm definitely a blueberry fan now. That's totally because of Chips, because he is a huge blueberry fan. Also, we really need to work out a way to get dog food a little bit faster, my friend James. We really, really do. But there we go. Transaction complete. I'll grab a beef liver treat. Iris, there you are, Iris. There you go, sweetie. All right, James, thank you so much. Hopefully that'll be enough to see my dogs through for a little bit. And we will come back if we need more. Come on, Iris. Come on, girl. Teleport to me. Oh, she's trying so hard. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Use her teleport. All right. All right, so let's get back home, make sure the dogs are fed. And then let's go and make the boat that we're going to have for Nirne. Let's make some delicious, delicious food that we're going to potentially share with Nirne. And then, oh, maybe a ton of bait too. I really think that bait idea is a good one. So we need to go see where I can gather up a bunch of my string. So, and you know what, decorating, I may move some of these plants around, like the flowers that we're using out here, because I don't think that dark red really matches well with the spring theme. But I'm really glad we've started to decorate with more plants over here. It's very nice. We might even start doing more little garden soil things like this around the place, just to spruce our home up. All right, come on, Iris. Come on, Iris. Good girl. All right. And we're going to wiggle this way. Aki's trying to like get behind the hedge fence again. And there we go. And ta-da! Now we just need to make sure that there is some dog food in place in each of the dog food bowls so that the dogs will have something to eat. Because if they wander away without something to eat, it can cause a lot of trouble. All right, there we go. In fact, we'll do this. There we go. All right, Pine's doing okay. He's down here in this corner. So we need to make sure he has plenty of food too. And then I think all of the puppies are okay. Oh gosh, maybe I should have gotten more dog food. All right, I think they'll tide them over. They'll be able to wander around and have a good time. All right, Iris, where'd you go? Iris? Oh, there's Iris. All right, so she's checking out what Pine's doing. So let me grab the stick and let Iris know that she can stay and wander around here. All right, Iris, you're going to stay here, sweetie. All right, and you're going to wander. There we go. All right, so let's get moving, you guys. Now that that's taken care of. Hi, Copper. How are you? Oh, he's so sweet. Hey, Zozo. All right, so now that our puppies are taken care of, let's go ahead and we will whip together some bait and some food that we can share with Nirne. And we will also go down and we will get our little boat made. And then there was something else, and I'm trying to remember. We were looking at it. Oh, hey, girls. All right, there's the girls. We were looking at it. I was thinking about making it. We would be downstairs to make it. We were going to make a boat. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I already forgot what the other thing was that I was thinking about making to share with Nirne. We were going to make a boat. Oh yeah, I needed to make the Momiji shears. There we go. And that's to make sure that our little Momiji has what she needs. So let's come down here. Hello, little chips. I just want to pick him up and like put him in a safer spot so I don't accidentally step on him. I would feel horrible, like absolutely horrible if I accidentally stepped on the little chips. All right, let's see. No string there. Do I have string in here? I do have some string in here. I have lots of string in here. All right, this is a good thing. We'll pile up on this string. I'm going to take all of this string and we'll basically make a ton of bait that we can share with Nirne because I'm sure she would appreciate that. There we go. And let's see. We also need... we need the wood, so let's go ahead and make some maple chips, and we're going to use that to make our awesome little Momiji shears because Aki works so hard. She works so hard, and I want to make sure she has what she needs. There we go, to keep working hard in our garden. So we're going to do this. There we go. Hello, Bigman Vern. I know I might need to give you some things too. Jeez, I love how everybody is here, and it's just got so much life going on. All right, and then next up, we need to make a little boat. So for that, we need a little bit of wood. We need an actual boat. All right, so we need a little bit of wood for both pieces. And then we need some lime stained dye or some green stained dye. So let's see. Pretty sure, yeah, here's some cyan stained clay. I meant clay, not dye. I knew that was wrong. I was like, something about that word doesn't sound quite right. So there's a little bit of clay right here. Here's a hardened clay. And is that all the clay I have? And I think so, because I haven't really had to gather normal clay in a long time. All right, so let's see. I think hardened clay is what you then use to, let's see. Oh, look at that. You can make it into a little clay pot. Oh, I think that's what you make the little fondue pot out of. Cool. I'm going to need a lot of hardened clay. Oh no, what the heck? This might not be as easy as I thought it was going to be. What? I just need like a little bit more clay. Oh, dang it. All right. Well, it doesn't look like we'll be able to make the little dragon boats for Nirne the way I wanted to just yet. But we'll keep that in mind as a gift that we'll try to give her. I really wanted to give her that though. Huh. I don't know if there's any clay deposits nearby that we could really easily reach. Oh man. All right, well, we'll look for clay deposits, and if we find them, we'll come back and we will make a dragon paddle boat and give it to Nirne. Could I give her a swan paddle boat, maybe? I do have a lot of quartz, so I could make her swan paddle boats, but she lives like... Swans aren't in tropical islands, you know what I mean? Swans are over in lakes and rivers. They're not in the salty sea. And a dragon I could see being at the salty sea. So, do I have any clay? Watch out, little chips. All right, do I have any clay that's just like directly straight down from me? In there? Maybe. All right, you know what? We're going to do it. We're just going to dive on in. I don't want to take sunflower and aster seed away because I promised I wouldn't like fly around too much with them just yet. But let's see if we have some clay that we can just gather up. Ooh! Ow. I really need to put feather falling on these boots. Oh, we do. We have a little bit of clay. Oh gosh. Okay, this might be good enough. All right, come on, clay. Come on. We're going to make Nirne a really cool little dragon boat. And actually, we need to make a dragon boat that I can... Blurp, blurp. There we go. That I can use to explore with, too. Because we were going to swim around in our little dragon boat and talk about how fish use special muscles. Some fish, like the drums that I mentioned earlier, that's actually a type of fish, not just a musical instrument. But some fish actually have... There we go. Just a few more. We have enough for one piece. I need just a little bit more clay. But some fish actually do have special muscles attached to their swim bladders. Oh gosh, I'm hungry. What? So many things going on. I'm so distracted and I have no food. I must feast on these wild berries. So wild raspberries, give me nutrition. Help me keep moving. Help me keep going so that I can continue looking for clay. Oh, well, it's kind of fun to look around our own area, isn't it? All right, so let's eat. There we go. Okay. But yeah, some fish actually have special muscles attached to their swim bladders. And this is not all species of fish, mind you, but just some of them. But they have special muscles attached to their swim bladders that actually help them use sound, echolocate just a little bit. Not quite the way that, you know, the famous echolocators of the ocean, like the whales and the dolphins, are able to use their echolocation to find food and everything like that. And to find like where, oh, my little shears just broke. That's okay. And to find like where potential mates are. Or to find where members of their pod happen to be. But the fish will use their echolocation so that they can figure out where they are in proportion. Like, oh, that's fine. There's just a water snake there. Oh gosh, this is so interesting. I know, buddy. I'm not trying to mess with you. I'm just looking for clay. Please don't bite me. So we found a water snake over there. That's a cool thing. All right, we're going to give him a little bit of space. But, okay. All right. That's fine. We're just gonna suit up. Oh, jeez. Hello, horse. What are you doing in there? You really startled me, you know. All right. Oh, dear. Well, I'm down here with you now. Okay. This is happening. That's fine. Here's some of those roots I was so desperate to find earlier, too. There we go. All right. So, there you go, Mr. Horse. Enjoy. All right. We're just gonna keep looking clay. There we go. Keep looking for the clay. And we found quite a bit of it right here, so this should be good. I'll go ahead and get out my little shovel in just a second, because we should be able to easily gather this stuff up with our shovel. There we go. But yeah, the fish will use echolocation to keep themselves inside of their school, which means to keep themselves with all of the other fish, because that is how they're going to stay safe. If you stay with your school, then you reduce the chances of being on your own, being spotted by a predator, and getting nibbled. You know, getting nibbled as a fish is not your goal. That means you're going to die. So, wow, this is enough clay to make plenty of boats. This is very exciting. So I thought that was really cool, because when you hear about echolocation, especially in the sea, often we just think about like the big beautiful mammals that happen to be in the sea, the whales, the dolphins, those kinds of guys. But when I was doing research on it this morning, there are species of fish that do use their sense of sound, and fish can hear in their own unique way. And if you think about, that's right, Mr. Horse. And actually, if you think about like whales and dolphins, they hear on a whole nother... Hello, Mr. Horse. I should name you Sugarcane because you like to stand in the sugarcane. But yeah, fish can hear in their own way. Not all species, mind you. Like saying fish covers vast amounts of species. Like you're not just talking about like... I don't know, you say like domestic cat, and there's a good chunk of domesticated cat species, but fish, like we're talking about thousands of different kinds of creatures, so you can't really judge one fish by another. But generally speaking, they do have some rudimentary senses of hearing, and actually very complex senses of motion sense, like to give themselves, hello you two, to give themselves a sense of position in the water and where they are, that we definitely don't even possess in that way, you know? All right, so there's little chips. Hey, little guy. And let's go ahead and make a whole bunch of clay. I know that was a really good find, actually. I'm quite excited because we can definitely make a couple little dragon paddle boats now. All right, let's throw this puppy in here. We need more fuel. I demand more wood to be sacrificed, and I know I really should be using like charcoal or something else. There we go. Maybe I'll make some charcoal while we're waiting on that. All right, grab some oak wood. Put away. Should I put the sand away in here? Let's just go ahead and put some sand in there. Carpenter's tools. Hey, there we go. There we go. But yeah, so fish actually, they're a lot more complex. They have more senses than we do when they're in the water, because they have kind of a sense of the pressure. They've got a sense of ripples, motions, these tiny little like electrosenses that go through the water. They can pick up on, and we can't. We're not built that way. So, oh wow, there's a lot of wood over here I could use. All right, come down here, clay. There we go. So when you're trying to think about fish and you're like, oh, well, you know what? I'm a lot fancier than a fish because I'm a human and I have all these senses. Remember that the fish actually have a lot of senses that we can't even shake a stick at. That they're really good at doing their fishy thing that they do. So yeah, don't judge a fish by its cover or something like that. And that also causes a lot of problems though when it comes to the subject of like fish and sound, because fish have the ability to hear sound on levels that we don't. And so when we use sonar in the ocean, it doesn't sound like anything to us. We're just like, oh, whatever, you know, we're using sonar for our machines we're testing. We're doing some experiments. We're doing a lot of military testing. We're just trying to figure out like ship sonar so we can keep our people on the ship safe. And to us, it doesn't sound like anything. And to fish, whales, and dolphins, it can drive them mad. And it can actually, a big sonar can cause intense physical damage. And I was going to talk about this in near nays, but apparently we're doing it now. But big sonar can actually cause physical damage to the point of killing whales and killing dolphins. It's like if someone held up a giant subwoofer speaker right to your head and turned it on max volume, that could kill you. And that's what happens to a lot of whales and dolphins with the sonar that we use. And a lot of people don't realize that because we don't hear it. We don't hear any of it. Because we're humans. We do not have that kind of hearing. There we go. I'm going to make a couple little boats, and then I need to make some more planks. So I don't mean to like sound depressing about that. I just think it's a very interesting thing that a lot of people don't think about. And so when they hear like whales and dolphins have just stranded themselves. Oh, look at this cute little guy. Oh my gosh, we're making some boats. We're making some boats. Oh gosh, this is so exciting. There we go. We got some little paddle boats now. Whoops. And apparently now we have some oak wood slabs. There we go. Alrighty then. But yeah, when people hear like, oh, some whales have stranded themselves in an area where the military is doing testing on sonar, like, I know before I was always like, well, that's kind of weird. Like, what does that really have to do with the price of rice? Like, is that really the fault of the testing? And now I know, yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. So there's just that. As a little aside, little chips, take care of yourself. I wish I could just put him in this little pot where he could be safe there. But yeah, there's just a little aside about the use of sound in the ocean. Tons of animals actually use sound. Sound travels, my adorable little darlings. Sound travels hundreds and hundreds of miles in the ocean. And so you can get like, that's how dolphins can find each other, even when they're super far apart. What sounds like nothing to us, they actually can be like very, very distantly like, hey, you're still over there? Hey, pod member. And the dolphin can be like, squeak, 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 the way dolphins do, except with a lot more elegance than that. And the other dolphin can be like, yeah, I'm over here, just getting some fish. It's like, hey, cool, okay, what kind of fish do you have over there? And then you can like echolocate around the fish. It's just a small school. And then like they can communicate like that. Kind of like the way you can shout to your friend across a room, and they can just do it in big, big distances because water carries sound differently. So there's that. Oh, I'm getting all excited because we're getting into the sciencey stuff, guys. So forgive me as I segue yet again. You know, Seri, she just gets excited. You know what? Why do I not have a little crafting bench down here? Just a little one for doing random stuff. Who knows? All right, but we're going to take some of these sweet potatoes, and we are going to convert these sweet potatoes into some veggie bait. There we go. So, no, we don't need veggie bait. What am I doing? We need fish bait. If we were going to give Nirene bait, what am I doing? Thinking, oh, here's some bait, Nirene, and this is to catch pigs. What? I'm glad I caught that. We should be giving her fish bait. So, let's go ahead and we'll make a bunch of fish bait. What was I doing? Now I have to throw these sweet potatoes back in the sorter. What's Aki doing? Aki, darling, are you stuck? I brought you new Momiji shears. Is that going to make you happy? I think that'll make her happy. I think she just likes sitting and watching the waterfall now and then. Is she going after Aki? Please don't bother my spider children. I beg of you. All right, so let's put her back over here. Oh, look at her go. Look at her go. All right, we're going to really quickly try to run in and like maybe swap out a couple of the things. Aki, I want more potatoes. Oh, darn. You didn't see that, Aki. Oh, gosh. Okay, move quickly. Move quickly. Oh, there we go. Oh, you saw nothing. All right, Aki. She doesn't have any seeds, thank goodness. All right, just trying to keep her from having too many of the grass seeds, or I mean the wheat seeds, because then she won't focus on like doing anything else like carrots or potatoes. All right, there we go. There we go. That should keep Aki plenty busy. And we probably need to make some food before we head out. Otherwise, I won't have anything to eat. So we'll make some food, and let's come over and grab the fish and make some fish bait. Well, I apparently don't have that large pile of raw fish that I thought I had. So we'll just take these things, including the goldfish, which you can actually turn into gold. And here's our little dragon boat. And let's go make some yummy food. Let's go make some yummy food to share with Nirne. All right, there we go. But yeah, so I hope you guys are learning today, even if we're just kind of running around our house, being absolute goofballs and just getting little tasks done. I hope you guys are learning something new about sound and how important sound is in the ocean, because a lot of people probably would think that it doesn't have any kind of effect. Aki, what are you doing harvesting the petals off the tree? Oh, she's such a silly girl sometimes. But a lot of people, like, I know I didn't think that sound was that big a deal in the ocean. I thought, like, you can't hear anything in the ocean. You go under and your ears are all clogged with water. And that's because I'm a human. And there's actually tons and tons of complex little things going on with sound if you are not a human. All right, let's see. Spicy greens sound kind of yummy. The McPam sounds kind of delicious, actually. I kind of want to make a McPam. I never want to make these things. Now suddenly I want to make the McPam. I don't even know the recipe for salad dressing. That looks really complicated, but it sounds so delicious. Doesn't that just sound like the most delicious thing right now? Oh gosh. All right, well, a McPam is an option, or those footlongs. Those footlong sandwiches are always pretty darn good. Let's see. There's the McPam again. More footlongs, the BLT, Caesar salad, tacos. So if I made the McPam, or even the footlong, then what would we serve like on the side? Like there needs to be more lettuce related healthy items that I would serve on the side with that. So mixed salad, garden soup, spring salad, maybe a spring salad because we're starting to do all the spring stuff. So we might make a spring salad, and let's see, there's the fish lettuce wraps and citrus salad. Ooh, citrus salad sounds really good actually. So maybe a citrus salad, some spring salad, a McPam, a leafy fish sandwich. Oh my gosh. The McPam, actually that like fish burger sounded kind of good. All right, there's citrus salad. And where's that fish burger again? Because there's spring salad. All right, because I'm pretty sure it looks pretty cool. And we could make a fish burger to give to Nirne, and we could just say we're using a leafy fish burger. I give up. Too much. All right, so let's see. Let's just do the citrus salad because that sounded really good. So do we have any citrus we could use? We have a few lemons. So let's go ahead, maybe get 12, and then a couple for us. So we'll make 12 of these citrus salads, and then we'll make maybe some of the footlongs, because I think we're better equipped to make footlongs than we are to make the McPam, because I don't have salad dressing. I'm not sure where I stand on pickles. I don't have the toast. I have just a couple pieces of toasted bread. Basically, that sounds amazing, and we'll probably have to do some cooking the zoo kitchen episodes to be able to build up the resources we need to quickly make a McPam. But we can make a footlong sandwich pretty easily. We just need a little bit of mayo, some tomatoes, some firm tofu. So I've got the firm tofu, pretty sure. Bread upstairs, and then some mayo. So recipe for mayo is just eggs, owl eggs or pigeon eggs included, and a juicer. So we should be able to manage that just fine too. So we'll make a couple things of mayo. In fact, we'll make lots of mayo. Or it's a mayo making day. Why not? Mayo making day. And then let's see, what else do we need? We need some tomatoes. And then we need some bread. So let's go ahead and make sure we have plenty of bread cooked upstairs. And then, was that it? I think that was about it. So let's double check. Yep. And the firm tofu. And the firm tofu will just be upstairs. So we'll grab it when we're up there. All right. I hope I have enough. I really haven't been visiting pudding. Someone pointed out I haven't visited pudding for a very long time. And I feel bad about that now that I think about it. Let's see. Herbs and spices for like some sort of dessert. Ooh, we should have some sort of dessert. Ooh, what kind of delicious dessert should we have? Maybe something with chocolate? Maybe like a chocolate. Ooh, chocolate caramel fudge, chili chocolate. Or maybe just like a little cute chocolate donut. What does it take to make a chocolate donut? A donut and a chocolate bar. Oh gosh, this gets cooking oil again. These get so complicated so fast. I love it. Maybe just some ice cream. Some silken tofu or firm tofu. Yeah, silken tofu and cocoa powder in a mixing bowl. I can handle that. That I can handle. All right, let's come upstairs. Hello, ladies. Because we got to get moving. We've got to go over to Nirne's place and see what the fishing is like over there. All right, so making lots of mayo. So all we have to do is just beat these eggs into the juicer. like so. And ta-da! Now we have tons of mayo. All right, wash this off. And then let's see, what was the next step that we needed? Well, let's make a ton of bread to make sure we have lots of fresh baked bread. I'm pretty sure we already had some, but you know, bread is one of those things that never hurts to have more of. Then we've got the lettuce, and we've got the tomato, and here's the mayo. And now we need the firm tofu, which should be in here. Dang it, do I not have any tofu left? Do I really not have any tofu left? No, why? I was doing so good. I was so on top of it. We were gonna have awesome sauce. We were gonna have so much to eat. Oh, I know, Pudding has some. All right, let's go over to Pudding's because I know she's got tons of firm tofu. Oh gosh, that's okay. All right, so I'm trying to think what else I could teach you guys about what I learned about echolocation. And it's really fun because you know what sparked all of this? And people are always asking me, Seri, how do you know so much about nature? Seri, how do you know so much about like animals? Oh gosh, I'm hungry again. Raw lemons, maybe? Oh, this is going to be a little bit sour. Oh boy. That's fine. Just eating some raw lemons. There we go. And the answer is I just read a lot. I read a lot. I love learning. I love learning. Oh dear, where's Puddin'? And I love learning about just nature in general. So I'll do, oh, hey, Pudding. Come here, sweetie. All right, come here. All right, come here. Pudding. No, Pudding. Come here. Pudding. I need you. Whoa, Pudding. Okay. No, Pudding. Come here. All right, there we go. All right, well, this is a little awkward. Oh, gosh, not this again. Okay. Oh, geez. All right. Well, we're, oh, my goodness. Pudding. I love you, Pudding, but this gets a little old sometimes. Oh, dear. All right, we're doing okay. All right, well, I can't blame her for not being able to easily wiggle her way back up if that's the case. All right, here you go, Puddin'. There you go. Go wild, my dear. Go wild. Have fun. Here, the soy fields are like, oh, that's her problem. She's like, hello. The soy fields have been fully harvested. She has nothing more to do. All right, we'll manage this. Don't you guys worry. All right, let's go down the list. I didn't expect to visit Pudding today, but I'm glad we did because she was stuck on a cliff. All right. But yeah, so I just read a lot, and I saw a really cool article, and it was talking about how they have actually put a titanium encased hydrophone deep into the Marinara Trench, so into the Challenger Deep part of the Marinara Trench, and that is actually like 7 miles or 11.26 kilometers deep. So that's very, very, very deep. There we go. We've got the firm tofu over here. Fantastic. Thank you, Pudding. You really, oh my gosh. All right, Pudding. I'll come back for all of this. I've got this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I had no idea she was so full. No wonder she's not harvesting anymore. Pudding, if you want to stay over there and you want to like relax on that cliff, I can't question you, my dear. So you take a break, Pudding. You've been hard at work over here. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a lot of soy milk. That's going to be fantastic for us. All right. But yeah, the Marinara Trench. How many of you guys know about Marinara Trench? Because it is the deepest place in the ocean floor that we know of. And I'm pretty sure we would have found out if there was a deeper place by now. And the little spot that they stuck this hydrophone, which is a tool that you can use. Just going to throw all of these away. It's a little tool that you can use to detect sound waves underwater. But they stuck this hydrophone, my lovely ladies, into the Challenger Deep, which is the deepest spot in the Marinara Trench. So the Marinara Trench is already deepest place in the ocean. And then we went and we stuck a... we found the deepest place of the Marinara Trench, the Challenger Deep, and threw the hydrophone down there so that we could measure what kind of sounds were, or like listen to what kind of sounds were going on. And they came back up with tons of noise, and they were really surprised because the ocean at that level you would think would be very, very quiet. And no, my friends, it was full of noise. It was full of noise. Whales, dolphins, who can't even survive at that depth in the sea, had tons of communication, tons of sound that was going on down there. All right, let's see. And I already put the bread up, actually. And that was from miles and miles away. They could just hear each other, even from that far away. And so that's what made me think about, like, well, how important is echolocation and the effects of sound? Footlongs, look at these. We can make tons of delicious sandwiches. All right, we'll make like 6 for us, 6 for Nirne, and that should be good. And then we'll take these down again. And let's go ahead and we're going to make up some nice citrus salad. Oh, that looks so good. There we go. So we've got the citrus salad, and then we need some sort of yummy dessert. So there's the silken tofu. I need to get some of the, there we go. No, that's ground cinnamon. I need the cocoa beans. I need to go harvest more cocoa soon, especially for the little chips, since they're going to want to start making their own stuff. Let's see, let's watch this. But yeah, so that's how I started learning about all of this. Is just I saw that article. I knew about the Marinara Trench. I knew about the Challenger Deep because I actually watched a documentary about those things because I love watching documentaries. Watch this. Put the mortar and pestle away. And then it started just this awesome discovery of learning. And let's see, I need the mixing bowl. Of learning that even fish use sound. And so that is why like sound pollution in the ocean is kind of a huge deal, and it can actually kill creatures. So I thought that was a really important lesson, and I learned that lesson all on my own just by being inquisitive, making sure to read websites that I feel are pretty reputable for science information, and learning, just learning. So that's all it takes, you guys. That's why I'm always trying to encourage everybody to use your curiosity. And let's carefully not spill the mayo here. Use your curiosity and just follow your curiosity when you see something like that. When you want to learn more about something, just go and do it. Ooh, pumpkin bread. I'm going to eat this. All right, going to eat a little pumpkin bread. So yeah, just follow your own curiosity, you guys. That's all it takes. All right, ladies, you be good. I think we're just about good. I need to go get Lillian Tate though. So we might take a little while to get to Nearnays, but we might spend a day or two over there to see what's going on at her place. But yeah, just follow your curiosity. That's why I keep telling everybody your curiosity is the most important thing. Not if you're right, not if you're wrong at learning about something, or if you misunderstand something in the first place. As long as you're curious, you'll always want to learn about it, and you'll always want to go forward and try to understand what it is. So your curiosity is a vital resource to nurture. Look at our strawberry field, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And somebody suggested doing this, and I agree, this would be fantastic. With Pam's Harvest Crops, you can do the unthinkable in Minecraft and boink. No, that one died. Okay, normally with Pam's Harvest Crops, you can jump on them and they won't go away. But apparently we're not using that version, so I'm not going to jump on them again. Gosh darn it. All right. But yeah, I used to do that in the past to make it look a little more natural. But wasn't that just... Why am I poisoned? Excuse you. I do not want poisonous plants growing right next to my delicate little strawberries. Good gracious. Well, I'm glad we gathered up these poisonous dwarf elders. Goodness golly. How long am I going to be poisoned? Am I going to die? Is this how it all ends? Out here, like in the fields? Waiting for my wonderful Lillian Tate. Oh gosh, right below poor Kristen's tree. Oh boy. Oh dear. I knew it would get me one day. My curiosity for plants. Fun fact, the other day we were at the botanical garden. Oh, who the heck knows? It wasn't actually even a botanical garden. It was the arboretum. We were at the arboretum and I saw a really pretty flower. Lily Tate! Mom's poisoned! Keep me alive, my loves! But I saw a really pretty flower and it was in a kind of hard to see spot. So I was leaning over the railing to get a really good picture of it. And suddenly Chips grabs my shoulders and I'm like, what? And he's like, you're going to fall right off. And apparently I've been doing that a lot lately where like I've been just like, oh, this is a pretty flower. And I'll like lean forward to take a picture of it. And apparently Chips has been silently like panicking because he's like, she's going to fall right off. She is just going to tumble into that pool. She is just going to fall right off that little cliff. She's going to fall into that ditch. And I can't really blame him because the other day we were walking on a trail and it was kind of a busy day in a normal kind of town where there's lots of people walking on trails, little Chips and little Chips, and you know, being normal people. And then we saw a toad that was in a drain, like a little drainage ditch. So what do? Chips and chips. I got on my stomach and I crawled forward army style with my phone in my hands to get pictures of that frog. And they're actually, I think I could hear people asking like, is she okay? Like to Chips. And he's like, yep, she just sees a frog. So I really can't blame him for being worried that I was going to tumble right in. All right. Well, we got some delicious strawberries too. We might as well do something with these strawberries really quickly. Look at the cute little wild strawberry box you can make. That's adorable. That's adorable. I love it. Apparently I'm still poisoned. Apparently that was quite the hefty nastiness, my friends. Maybe a strawberry pie? Just to kind of finish this off? I don't know. I feel like something needs to go with the footlong and the citrus salad. Maybe chips? Can we make chips? Like, not Chips our boyfriend, but Chips my boyfriend. So like potato chips. So like potato. What can we do with potatoes? We can use them. Jeez Louise. We're never getting to near-nays at this rate. What is this? Oh, these are the grape seeds. Chicken pot pie. No, I want like French fries. I just want some good old awful for you French fries. Oh, there we go. Fries. We just need potatoes and salt. Oh, and the baking pot. We can totally do that. I guess I should wash my hands since I'm still poisoned and I don't want to like poison poor Nearnay, just trying to bring her some snacks, but we'll make some French fries. There we go. Make some little French fries to take with us. If I have the salt, actually, I have a few salts. Oh my gosh, salt is actually really hard for us to get our hands on. All right, and let's put this away. There we go. Hang on, Lily. Lily's like, Mom, you're still poisoned. Are you sure about this? All right, well, I'm sure these French fries will be fine because I will. Here, I'll wash my hands. There we go. And then we'll make a bunch of French fries. There we go. And now we'll put the bakeware away. Gotta wash it off and put it away. But yeah, so there's my little story about how I can't really blame Chips for being worried that I would fall off a cliff. And why it doesn't surprise me that I'm sitting here poisoned. Poisoned because of these dwarf elders, because the plants are probably going to be what would do me in at the end of the day. For those of you who have been around since season 1, and I probably should turn this puppy on by now. For those of you who have been around since season 1, you may remember when I was actually talking about a book I read where a bunch of scientists had died because of being a little bit too sassy pants with leaning forward over something to like reach for a plant or to take a picture of something that they really wanted to get a picture of. And they died because they slipped off a cliff. Like there's a whole list of people who have actually died like that, who are scientists, who leaned forward too far over a cliff, Lily girl, and just away they went because they were trying to see their little research subject. And I don't want to be added to that list, but that day when I was talking about that in that episode, as I'm talking about that, I jumped to get a flower and fell into a cavern. So you guys may remember that. It was kind of a telling day. All right, so we have chicken, rice, and blueberry, and we've got plenty of zombie jerky, but I'll leave some of it behind, and because we're also going to be getting lots of fish. And now we have boat. We have food. We need a book. We need a book to write in. Hey, easy there, pups. Be careful. We need a boat to write in, a boat to write in, a book to write in, and a chest. All right, so here's this. We've got you. We'll use chocobo feathers. Like, we'll write with our chocobo feather quill. I am still poisoned. I'm going to die of that plant just because I was trying to collect strawberries. Oh, gosh. And let's see. I need to go down and get a chest. Gosh darn it. There's always another thing. Always another thing. But you know what? I should make Jude. I should have like a little chest over at Jude's place that I could open up when I'm leaving to give presents to people. And Jude could have just like the chest that we need to be able to give people gifts. And he should have, yeah, that would be a really good idea, actually. He should have the chest and the books that we need when we try to leave gifts for people. And he should even have some, maybe I could trade to him. You guys, I could set Jude up so we can trade these packages. And he can just like give me that package in exchange for some money or like something he wants. And then that way I can make packages for our friends a lot faster. That would be really fun. I love that idea. That would be a good idea. All right, so let's wiggle our way up. All right, pups. And we could leave a little note about the carrot fish. Hello, Martha. I'll put this away for you right before we leave. Yeah, we could leave a little note about the carrot fish. Firm handshake to you, darling. Firm handshake, darling. All right, and to you as well, darling. Very nice to see you. Don't know which one of you. Whoops, and there's the presents. Yeah, that would be really cool. Just to do that so we can leave gifts. And we should tell Nearnay when we go that we have a carrot fish in case she wants to see our carrot fish exhibit. And that we've got the Tate and Tackle going on. So that would be really fun. All right, so let's wiggle this way. And we're going to just kind of back out. All right, Lily Tate, come on. And finally, we're going to end our day with a peek at Nearnay's place, even if we haven't quite spent the day at Nearnay's place. So I hope you guys can forgive me, because we did a lot. We actually were running around. We helped out the Momijis. We had to make food and presents, and we talked quite a bit. So you guys have definitely learned about lethal sounds and echolocation in the ocean. And here we are. Look at the cute little torches that she made them look like little sand pieces. Oh, and I just love, there's Charles. Hey, Charles. I just love the detail. There's like an art style all of its own here at her place. It's just fantastic. I really love it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, oh my gosh. And there's just, look at everything. Look at everything. Let's go ahead. We'll put down our boat that we're going to use to explore. And I'm pretty sure I'll have it like over here. And there's ye olde paddle boat that we will use. Oh my gosh. What even is that? Is that the lighthouse? Oh, it's so cool. And we will poke around here a little bit just to see what's going on. Well, let's go up to her house. All right. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, and let's get the puppies out. All right, you two. Best behavior. We're at a friend's house, so you guys know how this is. What is this? What is this? It's a chestnut. I love chestnuts. All right, and we're gonna wiggle up here. Oh, hibiscus! It's almost my birthday. I can give myself another birthday hibiscus. Oh my gosh! Look at this cute little place. What's even? Wow! Look at how cute that is. Just a little waterfall pouring on down. Oh my goodness! She's been doing a lot of work here since we've last been here, you guys. Oh, I mean, look at this. It's like just a little garden. There's just like little cliff gardens, and everywhere you look, it's just so pretty. I was so envious of Nirne when she like picked this area, because I hadn't found an area like this yet. And when she picked it, I was just like, it's so lovely. It's just so lovely. But it's almost even more fun to have one of our friends own it and to be able to come and visit and see what they've done with it, because it's so nice to see somebody in such a lovely place and then do lovely things with it. So here we go. All right, look at this. Look, she's turned it into a garden, you guys. It's like a little taro root garden. What is this? It's wasabi. Maybe she likes spicy things or sushi. We'll have to find out. Maybe make her sometime. Oh my goodness. So here is her adorable little house. Look at it. You know what it reminds me of and makes me really, really miss? Our dodo place. Remember the dodo research center that we used to have in the old world? Oh, I need to rebuild that, because that was one of my absolute pride and joys. I was totally in love with all of the work we did at the Dodo Research Center. I was so proud of it. Oh my gosh. Apparently I'm still poisoned. I'm just going to die forever. And we'll leave our little chest right here. And then we will fill it up with some presents, because we have the little dragon paddle boat. And we've got the little shards. We've got a couple goldfish. Which you can actually turn into gold nuggets, which I still think is like one of the best things ever. And then we've got the food. So let's see, we'll put down some food for her. Oh boy, and now it's raining. So maybe it's a good thing that we're going to be resting. I'm going to keep a few of these little delicious ice creams to eat. And then we'll spread the ice cream out a little bit, like yay, ice cream. And then maybe some French fries. There we go. And I'm going to keep like a few of the French fries to eat. So there we go. So we've got delicious French fries. And let's see, there's garnet shards that we have brought. So let's see, also the spawn fishies. So I think we'll do this with the spawn fishies. Just kind of like along the bottom, like so. And then we'll put in some garnet shards. Yeah, there we go. And some amber shards. Ta-da! There's kind of an art to arranging things in a chest for friends. So that's pretty fun. And then I will write in the book and quill and put it in just a little bit. But oh man, it's even so pretty when it rains. Oh, this area is just so lovely. Oh my goodness, and she's got things everywhere. Oh my gosh, what's going on up there? Look at that brilliant use of the tiger ore. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we're gonna have a fun time looking around here, you guys. There's just little gardens. It has this, there's some cake hiding over here. That's adorable. It has that same sense of the little details that I love. Look, there's even a little farm now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to see the cute little ones. Look at these. They look like little coral pieces almost. These dusty millers. Perfect. Perfect for decorating. Oh my goodness. And we're going to have to go investigate the volcano. We'll have to ask her if she has a name for these volcanoes too, because this is just really cool. But yeah, we'll do some fishing. We'll do some exploring. We'll just see what's going on at her place. And don't forget, you guys, you can find the link to her channel to actually see these things over, like, in the video description. Because, oh my goodness, I need to catch up on everything and just see what's going on over here. I love exploring things. All right, you guys, so we're going to be doing some pretty awesome exploring. Did that torch just turn itself off because it's raining? What nonsense is that? That is amazing. What's happening here? Fascinating. But yeah, we'll be doing some exploring. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. The rain doesn't come over here. Oh, because we're under a slime island. I didn't even realize that. That's so cool. But yeah, we'll be doing some exploring. We'll be doing some like plant indieing because I try not to collect plants when we're at somebody's place because it's rude. And we'll just see what's been going on at Nirni's place. And we'll definitely be doing some fishing because you can catch an entirely different kind of fish when you are at the ocean than you can catch when you're at the lakes and the streams that we've been fishing in so far. So this might churn up some very, very interesting things that we can take back to Dr. Nami and maybe earmark, especially... Well, where the heck are we, actually? Who knows? I have no idea how this relates. I don't even know how to connect Nirne's place, apparently, with our place. Oh, gosh. Wow, where is Nirne's place even, like, considering on? So, we're 4,917 meters away from my home. Oh, gosh. Where the heck? Like, find... Okay, so there's Zoodesia. And where would Nirne's place be then? Like way down here? So Zoodesia is over here at like, alright. So it's like 1,045. I can hear the dogs already catching fish. They're so excited to be at the beach. So 1,043 and 1,649. And so we're like, she's like way up, over and up. Is that... Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness, guys. How did Nirne even get this far? Are we really like somewhere over here? I think we kind of are. Y, Z. Nope, I am totally going... I was looking at the Y and I wasn't looking at the Z. Alright, well I won't make you guys have to sit through this. Nope, I totally went the wrong direction. Because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so she's apparently like over here somewhere. 200s and then yeah, 200s and then just down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, look at how far south we are. We're gonna have to fly Sunflower one day. Jen, I'm gonna have so much fun filling this map out and just like exploring the whole world and connecting all of everybody's places together. There's home. Home is way far that way. Look how far away that is. Wow. Oh gosh, and there's some slimes coming down now. So we'll have to ride the little boat just a bit. Maybe that's part of how we'll try to get home. I don't think we'll make the big expedition home like that. But, because I'm not quite, we've got work to do in the zoo, Lily, after all. Not quite in the mood to do a big expedition like that. But, oh my goodness. That's pretty darn interesting. You guys! Okay. Alrighty. Alright, none of that now. Oh, now my dogs get to have like a slime toy to play with. Rude. Rude little one. I'm trying not to mess with you, but then all that happens, huh? Oh well, I'm sure Lily and Tate will enjoy like having something to nibble on. All right, well, I'm going to feed them. I'm going to write this little book to Nirne, and I will see you guys tomorrow for an awesome day here at the beach. So until next time, guys, bye-bye.